Hey YouTube, welcome on in. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome back, dude. We're finally fucking caught up. I know we've been saying this for quite a bit, but like it's awesome to finally be on track. I don't know what else to say other than I'm really excited for Frieren. There's a couple of things I'm curious about, and I'm curious to see if whether or not we're gonna get more of a backstory into Frieren. And I completely forgot her name, the other elf, right? I'm curious to see what the relationship was like in the past, especially considering that Flame was involved in that way, right? Siri, there we go, Siri. I'm super fucking curious just to see what steps and developmental aspects we're going to go ahead and take going forward. Are we going to see green-haired girl? Are we going to see her? Because, she looks like we can go in depth about her for quite a bit. Even Siri included into aspects of legacy and self. Needless to say, I am beyond thrilled to see what this episode has to come through about it. In case you guys are new to this and for some reason you guys popped into this channel, into this episode, hey, grab a snack, chill back, relax. We're going to go in deep and analyze this episode as far as we can. That aside, let's get straight into the episode. Damn. So if how is this test being broken down? Are we going down a list of like how you do with parties in a group dynamics? Are you first rated material in that? Are you first rated material in individuals? Are you first rated material in the way that you think, in the way that you process magic, in the way that you solidify the concepts that are being presented? The reason being is, I don't know if it's going to touch on individuals or thoughts. That's what I have a question mark on it. But are we going to continue with parties, the individual, like all the way through and focus on specific aspects of it? Or are we going to go into more of an individualistic route of how are you going to go ahead and approach certain situations? You're alone. You are a mage. Sir, you are a psychologist person. You come to this channel to talk about the psychology of characters. So when I pull up an aspect like this, chat, you guys have 30 seconds to answer. What is this? Granted, a majority developmental stages. Yep, Comfy Bite would have survived. Comfy Bite would have lived there. It's written up here, guys. Erickson psychosocial stages. Slightly disappointed. Guys, what is this? Brofenbrenner's ecological theory. There you go. Mr. Tarek and John Senpai would have survived. So why am I bringing it up like this, right? I'm bringing up this aspect and these things out here because as you've learned some theories and as you've learned, like, say, magic in general, you should be able to identify like aspects of thought, right? So one of the key, for example, whenever you're doing your doctoral work or whatever, one of the key things that they'll let you know is, hey, this is work at your own pace because we want to see the way that you think. We want to see the thought process behind it. And if you have solidified the materials as to what makes you a good therapist, a good psychologist, a good whatever, lawyer, whatever it might be, right? Whatever your doctoral session might be. Now that's why it's bringing it up. Now that's the question that's bringing me up for that. Will these people be okay separated? And through that, since Frieren broke the barrier, number one, will they see Frieren differently? Or is she going to be a threat or anything like that? What a fucking banger. What a banger of a song. Oh, Ubel reminds me of an ex, bro. Ubel just fucking... There's something about her, brother. I don't know. Call me fucking toxic, brother. Call me whatever, man. Future enemies. Oh. Oh, brother, back. The wife is back home. the wife is back home. Why do I hear boss music? A person's like, huh, who is that? Huh, who is that? Huh, who is that? Oh, fuck. Jump out the window quick. I got it. I got it. I got it. Grab your spray bottles here. It was the wife. Oh, that just fucking kills me, bro. Honey, I'm home. Why did they go so hard with him putting on his boots? Oh, that's so good. Oh. Did your keyboard's getting nervous? Oh, no. Oh, damn. Oh, oh, brother. That's so fucking adorable. Oh, caught in the crossfire. Your relationship has grown leaps and bounds from where it first was, yeah? Like, if we're going to conceptualize this, like, from, like, first actual hating to, like, instances of, like, oh, there might be, to the dancing scene, to, like, now them being so expressive with one another. If we were to take where they are now to when they first met, leaps and bounds. But for Frieren, in her perception of time, this must be like a fucking minute in her lifespan. So how freaky do you think this would be for someone who sees time differently than you do? Not freaky, but just like, I want you to, like, just process that for a second, right? Because we know that Frieren can live thousands and thousands of years, right? So in total, the years that they spent traveling would equate to what, like a day or a couple of days of that, and they're already getting super well along. And it said that women are the ones that hit more often in marriage when she's doing abuse. No, there's a difference between like actual like hitting physical assault, right? And then like play fighting in that regard. It's hard to draw that barrier, that line. Are you attaching a bit too quickly, you two? Also, correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Hold on. I read some news article somewhere about Frieren, and it's related to this. Something about there being no Frieren dojins allowed or some shit. It was all over Twitter about like extreme censorship in regards to Frieren or something. But like, is that true, first off? And then second off, what? What happened? Oh, over 80 years ago. Banned fan art. Oh. Oh. Sugar cubes? Oh. And to Frieden, you're still probably like a fucking baby. Richter, an upstanding citizen that is willing to kill two teenagers at the age exam. But no, like, time makes you look at situations differently. And I think that that's true for all. Like, for example, how many of you guys are 20s or 30s or whatever, 40s even, or 50s or however old, just older than 20? When you guys look at 16, 17, 18-year-olds, do you look back at them and are you like, dude, you still have a lot to go ahead and live by? Like, you're still a kid. Even though they're like, no, we're adults, we're adulting, whatever. And it's like, nah, you still have a lot more to go through. You're still a kid, dude. Don't even worry about it. Like, take your time, enjoy your time. So it's like that sensation is just gonna keep going, right? In that regard. Oh, his team members. The most fucking based individual I have seen in fucking anime, bro. He's like, I'm out of fucking magic. Let's settle this with our fist. Like, amazing way to bring up a character. Is an amazing way to showcase what a party dynamic should look like. Denkin is based. We'll still need one another at some point. Mm. Oh. 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 Ah. Dead kid. Ah. You didn't have to fucking hit me in the feels, brother. Oh. Yeah, man. Someone's cooking that you really love, whether that's your partner or your mom or grandma or whatever. It's very, very fucking hard to get that like feeling back, that taste back. I'm gonna be straight up with you. Sometimes when I think about it, I'm like, I remember my grandma making fucking horchata and like some good ass bomb ass quesadillas with some carne asada that's just fucking steaming in the middle, bro. Like you take a bite into it and the cheese just fucking like comes out like so fucking beautifully and like naturally, like you can stretch that shit all the way through, man. And like the meat is just fucking juicy that when you take a bite into it, it's just all this flavor of like a crunchy tortilla and like, you know, everything like bursting into you. And you can tell that like, you know, for her it took a couple minutes, but for you it's like, oh my God, this feels like it was made out of love and whatnot. And then, right, the horchata, it's like, she did it in such a way that like it was just smooth. Like there was no. Sometimes when people make horchata, it can be a little like hard to get through, too watery or whatnot. Just perfect consistency where you can just drink it and feel fulfilled. And horchata's rice water, in case you guys don't understand. And oh my God, bro! Like I still remember that cooking. I still remember that like the smell of the food and the way that she cooked it. I mean, sure, my mom makes phenomenal food and she has her own dishes, and I'm like fucking amazed by it. And like even some of the food that I do, it's like when I think about that though, I'm like, wow, like you know, you can go to restaurants, you can go to whatnot, but sometimes you can't recreate some food that like at that moment in time was made from love, was made out of an aspect of care. And sometimes whenever you get close to that, you might get a little teary eyed. So no, I completely. Denkin is so fucking based for that, man. My heart just fucking exploded just from listening to that. I don't know about you guys, but no. No, they could have gotten an actual cat. You know, they could have gotten a cat and just recorded it like meowing. But like I'm just saying, at this point, it's traditional to have VAs voice the animal. It's so good. It's so good. Oh, oh, oh. Hey, yo. Hey, hey, yo. Stop it, brother. She might not kill you, but she'll kill your heart, brother. Take this lesson from me, brother. Just run. Just run, brother. Just run. Get out of there. Go on, get. she'll fucking destroy your heart. Oof. Oof. I guess, yeah. I find her psychology actually interesting, though. Like, okay. Like, as a character, I actually kind of want to do a deep dive on her because for her, she could have gone ahead and killed anyone at any moment in time, right? We've seen how fast she is at killing some of the other bandits, the soldiers, whatnot that were approaching her. She had 1,001 possibilities, so why is she playing in this way? Is it due to empathy or is it due to her scouting out others? What is she exactly pulling off in this environment? And also, can she empathize? Because she said that she empathizes with them, but like realistically, is she empathizing or is she sympathizing? And that's the key question to ask here. For someone like her, does killing have meaning or is there no more meaning towards killing? Is it just a job? Oh. Hey, yo. Nope. 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 Empathizing with someone allows me to use their spells. Nope. Nope. Although, imagine she uses this spell on you. Never mind. I'm going to shut the fuck up. I'm going to keep that one in the bank. This one stays in here, brother. This one stays in here locked up. Chook, chook. The key thrown away. She needs to go bye-bye. But overall, she would be fucking terrifying. You know, we're keeping that for later. But overall, she would be fucking terrifying to like fight against because it's like, oh, she's empathizing with you. Well, congrats, because now you're not fucked, right? Not worth it. Not worth it. Are they though? Okay, that's not empathy. That is not empathy. That's, hey, let me go ahead and fucking, let's trauma bond for a moment. Let me get you to open up. And literally just you open up. I'm not going to fucking open up. I want you to just open up. And I'm going to steal your ability from you being vulnerable and fucking opening up. That's not empathy. That's not empathy. Empathy is like, man, I can't believe you went through that. Like actually genuinely connecting and fucking showing. What the that's not empathy. Wait a minute. 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 Someone fucking sharing their story with you. Someone legitimately being like, hey, you know what? I've gone through a lot of trauma and whatnot. Sure, it's them sharing their narrative. But you just being like not responding or ooh. Ooh. God damn, dude. Incredible character. Very, very deep. Deep character. So, chat, my question is if you've been in a relationship, have you ever been in a toxic relationship like that? Maybe a relationship where all they tried to do was trauma bond with you. Or maybe a relationship where, you know, you knew that it was going to be toxic. You knew it was going to be bad, but you still went through with it. It doesn't have to be like a romantic relationship. Could be a relationship with friends, you know, or whatever, right? Like acquaintances or whatnot. You knew it was going to be a bad situation, but you still went along with it. Why? Trauma bond keikaku, and actually great question. In case you guys don't know any concept that I'm talking about, ask the question. There are no dumb questions, guys. That way I'm able to fully explain it. Trauma bonding is essentially me sharing my life story with you, right? Like all the trauma moments and whatnot, and you bonding with me because of those life stories. Because it might impact like one of my stories might impact you, and you might be like, oh wow, like okay, I like we're now bonding from this trauma because you're sharing this trauma with me. Oftentimes people think that it has to be reciprocal where the other person shares their story as well, but no, that's not the case. It can just be one person sharing and the other person trying to go ahead and feel something, feel some sort of emotion or something in regards to that is like strongly felt, and they feel like they recognize the person in a different light, you know? So for example, like, yeah, people that might overshare, and then you hear like in a two-way scenario, two people oversharing and then bonding over like, oh wow, you have a fucked up like, you know, relationship with your parents. I have a fucked up relationship with my parents, and they become like best fucking friends, you know, or something in that scenario. Lena. Oh shit. Oh. Oh. Breaking bread, motherfuckers. This is what it's about. Breaking bread, brother. Ah, when you're able to eat with friends or with people you care about, man, that's like I understand. Don't get me wrong. So I would hate this as a teenager and whatnot, right? Because meals should be enjoyed, but sometimes like this is one of the things that I even sometimes regret thinking about now as an adult, right? Where I would just take my food and go to my room to go do my homework and whatnot instead of taking like 10, 20 minutes to enjoy my food there with like, you know, my family, my loved ones or whatnot before going off, right? Because sometimes it's just easier to go ahead and de-stress and talk about whatever and then going on throughout your day. But empathy in that regard when you're eating and whatnot, huge moment of like just being able to go ahead and talk, right? Break bread. Oh damn. Oh. You guys know what I think would make a fucking killing here now that I'm looking at it? It reflects their personality fucking amazingly. It really does. Frieden's on this Joe Rogan fucking carnivore diet. You know, we have fucking Fern over here with all the sweets, probably getting a cavity from being too Frieren is bulking. Fern over here with too much sweets, you know, kind of like how we think that she's really fucking sweet, and then Stark with the omu rice, kind of a breakfast for dinner type of a thing. You know what I think would make a killing? Agarrando un poquito de papas, yeah? Haciendo como papa fritas, like getting yourself some fries, man. Layering it, right? So you have a layer of fries underneath, right? Then you put a layer of whatever chicken or carne or meat, whatever you want to go ahead and put on the second layer that's like cooked and nice, right? Maybe some cheese on top of it, right? Some nice and melted cheese with it. You put a little bit of cabbage on top, get some fucking Tabasco sauce or salsa or some fucking ketchup, whatever your favorite condiments are, you know, to put in the fries itself. So that way it's all like nice and melted together and compartmentalized that you could just pick up and go fucking wild, bro. That sounds like a fucking oof. To go plate of that, dude. Oof. 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 Stop it. I'm already hungry, please. It's 1 a.m. Stop making me even hungrier. I'm looking at this food, brother. Officially the hungriest industry. Yes. Don't give me ideas. Have fries and there you go, Lena. It's called a capsulon, right? At least that's what it was called in the Netherlands. And let me tell you what. I have tried to mimic this here where I'm at, and it's fucking amazing. I fucking love it, dude. Like that's my to go to food. If I'm getting fucked up, would you make yourself a little capsulon, a little fries, papa fritas, good fucking carne? Like ooh. Looking at them cook and eat and whatnot. Yeah, they're breaking bread. Amazing choice for their personality, but also, I'm a hungry boy. I thought the hungriest stream was Hari's episode. That was the thirstiest stream, Toxin. Aw. I Lecker, the greatest chef of the century. Interesting, because Lecker, Lekker, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. At least if I remember in Dutch means good, right? Or tasty. The greatest chef of the century. It would make sense. Good or yeah, good or tasty. Thank you, Next Gem. You see, you're there. Yummy, yeah. Same in Afrikaans, yeah. Guys, what is Himmel eating? You want to talk about poetry and motion in that regard? An omu rice, the same as Stark, the same as Stark. Well, I know she recommended it, right? But the aspect still comes through, right? Because they could have chosen any other thing, any other scenario, any other aspect in it. And the fact that it's still mimicking in that regard, where we've seen the hints, we've seen the aspects of like uh the Stark starting to step up in many regards. It's beautiful. It is beautiful fucking writing. Oh, oh. It's like we're gonna keep the recipe the same. You know, don't worry about it. Like even if you were to visit like 300 years after I'm gone, you're still gonna get the same flavor, the same. Oh, dude, talk about fucking legacy and generation. It's been 80, brother. True. Oh, oh, oh. I guess this is why like Frieren is such a good anime to just sit with and like process for a minute, yeah, because it's hitting on such like it hits on deep aspects. So like if I were to ask you guys, if you were to be known or someone were to have a takeaway from your life, what would you want them to take away? What would you want them to know about you? Right. What legacy would you want to push on to the future in that regards? I'll be honest, and I'll say it. For me, one of the biggest things is everybody's eating really fast and she's stopping and enjoying her food. Yeah, well, I mean, it's for her. This has value. This has like it's sentimental in that way. For me, one of the biggest aspects that I wish for the future is like no matter. I know that like this channel, we've taken a while for it to grow and to be at the amazing community that we have, and still probably growing and whatnot. Being I guess like the first anime psychologist therapist, the OG, right, to come through and start like going in deep and processing and continuing on through everything and you know working together with everyone to keep this going. I really hope that in the future other therapists, psychologists, people that are hopefully get inspired by what is going on here and keep psychoeducating, even way past when I'm gone, and actually take anime as seriously as I do, or the medium of video games and anime as seriously as I do. I genuinely hope that people use this as a reference at some point in time. Like, even though like theories may come and go, and sometimes references might get updated or things might no longer stand some of the test of time, that people can point back and be like, they were trying to go ahead and meet and spread mental health awareness in areas where other people would look down upon. You know, that is sort of my hope for the legacy in the future. Or if people were to look back and they'd be like, "Hey, I wonder if anybody has done this." Someone gets inspired to look further into themselves. Someone's inspired to go and actually do therapy. Someone's inspired to go ahead and take like charge of their life and take that first step that they maybe wanted to go ahead and do. Or take as in steal, I figured. So what about for you guys? Like, what do you guys wish for the future, for your own legacy or for any other orientation in that regard? The flavors have changed. Oh, oh, it's way better than it was before. Oh, oh, she's all happy. She's all happy. Her little walking mood. Oh, she's fucking adorable. And I like how Frieren used food just to cheer her up. Dire. That's actually, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, even as a martial arts like instructor and coach and whatnot, this is one of the key moments that like we or I try to teach as well, right? Which is being in a state of nothing. And I know what you guys might be thinking. What the fuck do you mean by this? When I take off my glasses, I have really, really bad eyesight. I can't see anything. Like, it's really, really difficult to see. I'm looking at the camera because I focus my eyes there, right? But like, I can't see anything on screen. Can't look at chat right now because everything's extremely blurry. Like, to the point where if I'm fighting, I have to have my glasses off, right? Exactly. Don't think, feel. Be in the present. Be like water, essentially, right? If you're to be that way. But the key aspect of this comes from if you're constantly worrying about what's to come next, right? And you're not in the present and you're not flowing through with what's coming, you're going to be caught off guard and you're not going to be able to react appropriately. It's a beautiful little segment in that where I've had you know, a really, really anxious person start to ground themselves and be like nothing. Because before, when they were thinking, when they were overthinking, like, if you do this, I'm going to throw this, I'm going to do 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 this. And they would get so caught off guard with like all the plans that they were making. Meanwhile, they would just throw a kick and just grab, sweep, nothing, right? Because I'm reacting in the present. It was easier for me to flow than it was for them to think of every single possibility out there. Flow. Think. Be present. The flow state is a wonderful thing. It is. Thanks, Eliana. Appreciate it. I don't know. Just fucking random old man. talking fucking random shit on this. I'm done. I'm fucking done. Pinche viejito cagando el palo. I'm fucking, what the fuck, dude? Frieren, I didn't expect this from you. I'm fucking crying, bro. Random hell, man. He's like me for real, just showing up like, brother. Oh, that's so good. That is so good. That was such a like random. Oh, we gotta back it up. There's nothing left for me to teach you. My dude just showing up. There's nothing left for me to teach you. Hey, yo. Fucking old man for the win, bro. Can you say Alzheimer's? Shows up, gives advice, and leaves. Oh. My big thing, though, is this. Frieren is still acting like a child in terms of processing her emotions. And that is not cool. It's one thing, and that's not okay. And by that, I mean, like, she needs to start overcoming these. Like, I know it's cute, but she needs to start overcoming these emotions and start processing them a little bit more like an adult, or like, you know, in that regard. Because think about it this way. She's 20, 30, 40. Something upsets her. And instead of trying to go ahead and process those emotions out and be like, you know, okay, well, then let's go ahead and fix this. I can still be angry, but let's go ahead and try and fix this and talk about it, right? It's like, I'm going to go, like, the only way I'm going to be slightly happy is if you take me out to go get sweets. Is that an appropriate response for that? And this is sort of where that, like, you know, it needs, again, proper parenting and proper whatnot needs to come through, right? And proper, like, establishing those barriers of being like, hey, let's go ahead and process these emotions. Let's get it handled. Okay, we couldn't handle it today. We fucked up. Tomorrow morning, first thing in the morning, we'll go and take care of it. You have every right to be angry, but let's also communicate about it and set those clear boundaries and things, right? Just ask Stark to help her overcome, and she should get less apreciando. Impossible. Build up until she explodes. Oh. Nope. 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 You asked me that? Like, you're telling me, hey, I have emotion, like I'm angry or whatnot. Nope. Absolutely not. I want to eat. That's cool. That's cool. However, we can go grab something to eat, right? But you still got to talk about what specifically gets you to this point where you shut down communication. Where now anything is like you're harboring things until a point where you explode and you act like this again. Why is this a cycle that needs to be identified and fixed? Let's talk about that for a minute. Like, Frieren, what's going to happen the moment that Frieren is no longer there and you're angry and no one else is willing to take you out to go eat? No one else is going to be there for you in that regard. What are you going to do in that regard? So you got to get the person to start thinking, right? Like, how do you want to go ahead and empower yourself to overcome these feelings? Give them that motivational interviewing for them to start taking those next steps. Because Frieren, amazing character, amazing everything, right? And very, like, I think we all know a person like that, right? where they have to go ahead and like, you know, where they give you the silent treatment or where they shut down or whatever. But that in self-empowerment needs to come from them. I want to eat snacks. Mm. Mm. Hey, yo. Oh, okay. I was about to be like, Void Yoru, thanks so much for the follow. Appreciate it. You're goat. You goat. But also, cute. Cute. Right. Oh, bro, this ship is sailing. This ship has fucking fully sailed, brother. This ship has choo-chooed like God all the way through, brother. At this, exactly, Neged. All aboard the ship, dude. Oh, just friends, by the way. Hmm. Hmm. Put that steam engine. Let's be honest. Can't believe I said that on a stream ago. Uh, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Not this game. I don't care where we eat. You pick. All right. Well, let's go to let's fucking go get some burgers or something. No, I don't care where you pick. Like oh. Oh. The fact that like they're not even right next to them, they're behind them. Oh, Frieren. Frieren. How would you guys feel like that? All right, realistically speaking, you're trying to talk to someone, right? We already know that Fern's in a mood, right? They're sort of traveling together, and then they're just behind instead of like on the same level there, same pace. That's interesting. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, brother. Oh no. You caused the fucking flag, dude. I feel like My dude is still filling up his fucking thigh. Like, hey, yo, I think you guys already said he's good. Y'all can stop feeling up his fucking thigh on the side. Bird. It's worth this. Let me recheck these thighs. Hey, yo, chat. Do you want to recheck these thighs? These bad boys? Huh, chat? Oh, poor Stark, though. But my main thing through that is, okay, maybe an aspect of that, and why? Maybe for free? Maybe an aspect of that could come from like, hey, you know what? If Stark goes, maybe he can make a little bit of money. Maybe we can go ahead and start moving on that way. But also, just throwing Stark under the bus like that and pushing him on, oof. Oof. If they die, I'm going to be pissed. No. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Himmel. Himmel is him, brother. Himmel is fucking introspecting all the way, brother. Oh. And I mean, it's true. Even just one small impact carries a big ripple effect for some people. And I can't state it enough. And this is why I say, like, even for yourselves, like, your words matter. How you talk to other people matters, right? And that's why whenever you talk with others, remember to talk out of kindness and love and respect and whatnot. Because your words, man, the amount of weight that I've heard people put on words that other people said is insane. Oh, oh, oh. The silent treatment is done. Yeah. Let's go. The silent treatment is done. Damn, Bird. Second examination. Mm. Frieren about to fucking break that. Frieren about to come through and just like Frieren about to come through and just fucking smash that to pieces. Let's be honest here. I feel like one of the main reasons is you have two different philosophies, right? But no one examiner should fail all examiners at the same. Um, No, well, actually, you'd be surprised, John. There's been some teachers that have been like that, which is like, no people can ever get an A or will pass my class, right? Because of how hard they try and make it. Of course, people end up passing because of sheer determination to pass, but people will pass. People will fucking find a way to pass this class in some way, shape, or form. But anyway, there's two different philosophies, right? One, magic rules. The other one, it's like magic protects. One, you have two different, like, from Siri, or however you guys want to go and say it, and Frieren's philosophy. Two different aspects that will crash. One, only a select few. The other one, I feel, is more of an empowerment of all. So what's going to win? What will is stronger for these tests? Is the will of Siri stronger than the will of Frieren? When Frieren's magic is being used during peaceful times as a way of connection, as a rope to connect others? Or is the stick stronger than the rope? Interesting stuff. Love the dramatic hit with it. Mm-hmm. Hmm. God damn. The essence of martial arts, brother. Are you, though? Why do I feel like she's not a pacifist? At least Stark had a good hunt. But aside from that, going forward, I don't know, man. I feel like the new generation is coming up with Frieren, these first mages or whatever, unknowingly might pose a threat to whatever has been established. Frieren even clearly states it, that like things change, so why should you keep up with it, right? As these things change, her impact will have a ripple effect. And it's already starting to go through it. Maybe for her, being a pacifist means others fight for her. This is what I'm scared of, man. I'm fucking terrified of this being like, oh yeah, along the way I was healing and I was like learning a lot about Himmel, and I should have realized that I should have stayed in the present because I lost Fern or something along that line, and just fucking break us, dude. Just absolutely fucking tear us apart, where she's like, oh yeah, I reached heaven, right, or whatever. I saw him when I had to make a choice and I didn't realize that time was slipping or whatever. And, something about wanting to stay with him or whatever, decides to go back, or actually go back and realize that, like, hey, time has gone by and Fern is gone or whatever. And oh, dude, I'm breaking my own heart just thinking of sadder possibilities with it, because clearly, like, we see her laying down in this exact same position. There's a tombstone. Now at the very end, we see that it's Fern there, and it's like, oof, oof, oof. And I think it's likely that Freedom will outlive Fern. Well, yeah, but what I'm talking about is, like, this whole song is about, like, if I could redo things again, I would want to be in the present. And that's where I'm like, ooh, oh boy. I know she's trying to go ahead and like grow and learn from him on. She wanted to be more in the present there, but in this trip as well, she's using this trip as a teaching opportunity, but also as a reflection of trying to heal from the past or learn from the past. Ooh, sorry guys. I don't mean to get all fucking teary eyed with y'all, but I'm feeling this shit right here, and it hurts, man. Conquering the labyrinth. If this is solo or maybe a group environment, I mean, this would be a key thing, is like everyone passes, not by attacking one another, but by working together. By using our skills together, we can go ahead and overcome any challenge. The proctor wants everyone to come out alive, or else it's an automatic fail. That would be interesting. That would be hella interesting. Frieren getting caught by a mimic would, well, that would be funny. She makes it through all the bosses and then gets caught by a mimic at the very end. You guys gotta admit that would be fucking hilarious. It's like, defeating the big bad evil boss or whatever that is present there, no issue. All of these like traps or whatever, she's able to deduce them like nothing. But the mimics though. Oh man. First test dude for making a test that was basically a battle royale earlier. All right, guys. Should we watch the trailer? Yes or no? It doesn't have official subs yet. Okay. Let's go. No subs? Interesting that the Proctor's in with them, though. So we are getting a we are getting a fucking full-on conversation about like their past or whatnot. Holy shit. Oh my god. Friday anime night. Damn straight, brother. I have fucking goosebumps from that, dude. This looks fucking sick. Frieren's going full Mushoku Tensei on this, but this looks fucking sick, dude. Like, this actually looks like a really interesting design for how this is going to be approached, yeah. Next week is about to be really fucking good. Wow. So I'm guessing this is like a full-on dungeon crawler, right? At this chapter, so I wouldn't be spoiled the enemy. I do wonder if this is like what this dungeon is specifically designed for. Is it to test the aspects of self? Yeah, I lowered the volume a little bit. The volume, the value of self in this regard, or maybe future demons, or what demons might be, or the power of demons, or what is this preparing you for? This looks insane, though. Overall, though, I gotta give it up, though. Really, really interesting episodes. Really interesting. Just overall, like Oregairu and Frieren both killed it this week. I think that they both have amazing concepts, amazing everything. Yeah, I'm wondering if Madhouse is gonna go. Nah, we can just outdo JJK season 2. Oh shit, brother. Oh shit. My number one thing though is looking at this. What would I give this episode? What would you guys give this episode? Like, if you were to give Doritos, I think I would give it an 8 out of 10. The reason being is, yes, it's a good setup episode, but I felt like it was setting something up for what's to come next episode. I felt like it was a nice little downer, like, like introspective moments, little jokes and stuff that were starting to come through. But it's like an 8.5 out of 10, trying to go ahead and push us through to what may come later on. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate your time. Thanks so much for coming through and watching Feeding with us. Guys, make sure to join us next week for the action-packed episode that may come. Not enough, Ubel. It's the calm before the storm, and if it's already reaching these levels, you know we're going good, man. You know we're going fucking good.